Speaking of keeping chops in shape, so you're an active freelancer, and I'm just kind of wondering, how have you adapted to the changing climate of COVID-19? Have you been able to create some unique opportunities?
Yeah, it's been a bit rough, I can't lie. At first, I was super happy to have some time because the freelance world, as much as I love it, it is a lot of work. Like once you get into it and you get your name out there, it's just like staying organized enough to be on top of your schedule, not really having to break in that school because that's kind of the name of the game. But I was super thankful to have that break when the quarantine first started. So I was like, yay, I can actually practice for a couple hours a day because I don't get that. Normally it's like, we're playing with my students all day. And that's my shed, which is terrible. Um, so at first I was really kind of energized and happy to have time for myself and to have time to practice the stuff that I needed. And then that wore off probably after a month or so. And then I was like, what this is, I need a break. No, it's not working for me. I think I probably went through a little bit of a depression because I went from not being home ever into gigging and playing all the time and teaching to like absolutely really nothing. So that was a bit hard to deal with at first, and then trying to rebuild my studio and you know trumpet lessons are not priority when parents are trying to figure out what's happening with their jobs and their income. So I then had to figure out, what does that mean for me and my income? So I think the next 2 months was an adjustment period. And then I think myself, along with the whole world, kind of adjusted after the first couple months when we realized it wasn't going anywhere. So then I was able to rebuild my studio, and a lot of my students came back and did virtual lessons. So yeah, it's kind of just been a ebb and flow of super dedicated to practice, and then a couple of weeks where I'm just snacking and eating, drinking coffee, and not even thinking about practicing or touching my horn.